Welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Esther.
And I'm Oluwafemi.
Yes, thank you for joining us today. If this is your first time joining us, please do well to press the subscribe button. And if you are a returning subscriber, trust me, we love you so much.
100%.
This is the continuation of what we started the last episode, which is things that which are known before we got married by Garry Chapman.
Today we'll be looking at two important topics, which are being in love is not the adequate foundation for making a successful marriage.
Yeah.
And the second one is romantic love has two stages. Now, being in love is not the basic foundation for building a successful marriage.
Yeah.
Because according to the author, being in love is a team strike. This is what pushes you to do so many things without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
You want to see him all the time, you want to hear from him,
Yeah.
irrespective of his flaws. So at this stage, you don't see his mistakes.
You don't see the red
You
flags.
don't see the red flags. Even if they call your attention to it, your response will be like, don't
It's
worry.
It's going to change.
He's going to change, or I will change him, I will change her. It's not your fault. This is the result of being in love.
As good as being in love is, if that is the only thing you rely on to carry you through in marriage, I'm sorry, that is not all you need. You need more than love in a marital relationship, in marriage. Some people will say that, oh, they married wrongly. It's not that they married wrongly. It is that they relied on that first love that was born, that first desire. It's like a burning desire that was in them. That's what they relied on to carry them through marriage. But the truth and the fact is that everything is going to leave. Like, ask any married person, that burning desire that you had in the first time, give it 7 years maximum, it will fade away. That's the truth. But even the writer said that the maximum lifespan of that single strike,
7 years, is just 2 years.
He said it's 2 years. The average is 2 years. So you need more than love for a successful marriage.
Exactly. So, and that will bring us to our next topic, which says that romantic love has two stages.
Yeah.
The stage one, I would call it, is the default stage.
Yeah, default.
Just like what they say, love at first sight.
Exactly.
You just see him or her, then you fall in love.
According to the writer, that one requires little effort.
Very little effort.
Right.
Little effort. And the second stage, which will carry the marriage farther, this stage, you need to be intentional.
Yeah.
There are things you need to do. You need to work it out now. It is not just like how it was before. You have to contribute to it. You have to pay the price. According to the author, he discovers that there are 5 major languages which will help us enhance our relationship. The first primary love language is word of affirmation.
We have acts of service.
And we have receiving gifts.
We have quality time.
And we have physical touch.
Yeah.
Now, the first one, which is the word of affirmation, this is when you feel love, when you hear sweet words, words that encourages you.
Anyone whose love language is word of affirmation, if the partner ceases to speak sweet words to the person, there will be issues in the house.
Yes. So they feel loved when they hear good things. While the third one is acts of service. There are some of us that they don't need your money. They don't even need your word of affirmation. They don't even need to tell you. Because when they tell you and you do it, they don't feel that love. For instance, your wife is sleeping. The next thing is that you just wake her up on it
and give her breakfast in bed, right?
You feel like this man truly loves you. For people in that kind of category, their own love language is acts of service.
Yeah. The fourth one is quality time. When you and your partner are in a room and you give her full concentration, or you give him full concentration. You have husbands that they will be on TikTok.
We are talking about giving your partner 100% undivided attention. It could be 30 minutes, it could be 1 hour. And for that time, you are not doing anything. You just focus, channel all your energy to her.
Yeah.
Alone. Then from that, you feel love. The fifth one is physical touch.
Physical touch is when your partner prefers you touching her than you just talking. For example, you both are sitting side by side,
Yes.
and then you are just there. You are creating space.
Yes.
I've heard about someone that said that they are working together. The husband will be walking
Yes.
around the wife. Some people want you to hold
their hands.
Yes. You walk together.
Yes.
Maybe you are seated together, your body to touch each other.
Yes.
There's some people that like that.
Yes.
If your wife loves that, your husband loves that, it needs, although most of the time men don't really like that one.
That touch.
Women like it so much. So if your wife is in that category, please make sure that you give her enough physical touch. And research says that children that are given more physical touch, they fare well emotionally later in life than children that are not touched. Know your love language.
Now, the question is, how do you know your love language? First point I would say is that understand yourself. The second point is that what do you complain about? And the third one is that how do you express love
to others?
So
if you want to know more about this, read it. Try to read it up, right?
Yes. There is another thing I just discovered. During courtship, you have time for her. You buy her gifts. You give her your time. You give her everything.
You can help her.
You present all the 5 love language in relationship. Courtship, yes. But immediately after wedding, you withdraw some of them. And those are the things that increase the bond. So
when you are in courtship, some of those things you are doing to your partner that makes her love you more.
Yes.
When you are in marriage, don't reduce it. That's the mistake most men make.
Yes.
They'll say men don't do that thing. But you were doing it for her when you are in courtship.
Yes.
If you are married and then you find out that fire is not burning, the fire of love is not burning, please think about what those things you used to do that during courtship. Yeah, that's a good discovery. Those things you used to do during courtship that made her love you. Or that made him love you, please keep at it. That will also sustain the marriage at the second stage of the romantic love.
So we know you learned 1 or 2 things. We want you to comment your love language.
If you've known it.
No, they will have known it already.
Okay.
We want you to write it in the comment section.
Until next time, remember that you are the light and the salt of the world. Thank you.